Hey everybody, it's Essie. How are you doing? Okay, I said that we talk about something that impacted me, and maybe you've experienced this too, the joy killers. That's what I call things that stop you from being motivated or stop you from even getting started. Being concerned about other people, being concerned about how you're going to be viewed, being concerned about things in the past that are still impacting you today. And ultimately, another item is the scale. Now, I only said those three things, but I'm telling you, I've had more than that, or you may have experienced more than that, those three things. But let's talk about those things really briefly. Living in the past. So, as I have mentioned before, I am a woman who is getting close to 50. And I had to come to realize when I started this journey that I am older than I was, obviously 20 years ago, and come to realize that I may not get things back the way that they existed when I was in my early 20s or teens. Before I had children, to be honest with you. So, during this process, I had to learn that every time I look at an older picture and I think, I wonder if I'm gonna get that flat belly back. That may not happen this time around, right? I'm gonna exercise, I'm gonna target my stomach area, and this is just an example. You may have experienced this or something different. But if it looks a little bit different this time around, you know what? I'm okay with that. I'm fine. I'm not gonna have six-pack abs. I'm not gonna be necessarily looking like I looked in my early 20s. And so coming to realize that as you age with the body changing and just hormonal changes, there will be some things that you're going to encounter that are different in this journey than if you tried to lose weight or were successful in losing weight, years ago, or if you were smaller. My body doesn't bounce back the way that it used to, and I had to come to realize that I'm perfectly okay with that. I wear the different things that I've encountered, the different areas of my body as badges or scars of approval, I should say, right? I'm a mom of 5. I'm gonna have a small baby belly. It's not gonna be as large as it was right before I started my journey, but I've come to appreciate that shows that I'm a mom. And you know what? It's perfectly okay for me. Now, you may choose to do something about it. I may choose to do something about it. I'm never saying that I'm opposed to surgery, but at this point, just coming to accept that this time on this journey, my body may form itself or shape itself differently, and being okay with that is something that kept me motivated. And it's the small little things that I see, the changes that I'm rewarded with when I work hard, when I eat right, when I, take care of myself internally as well, that I get excited about, and that gives me more motivation. So I hope that works for you as well. Another thing that I thought was very interesting for me as far as not being a joy killer is the scale. In my previous story, I told you guys how I got on the scale and it was like, oh my goodness, I really have doubled, almost tripled where I should be, right? This is, wow, I can't believe that I've done this to myself. But I got on the scale. I think I went through this whole process with the scale where I started overweighing myself, right? Meaning that I come home from the gym, I would weigh myself. I've already weighed myself before I went to the gym. I get home after eating a meal, I weigh myself. And so the scale, when you look at it in a negative light, can be a joy killer. Because when I would see it fluctuate through hormonal changes that we as women or even men may go through, I would get so discouraged. It would kill my joy that I forgot to look at the times when I would weigh myself and I see a pound gone. Even sometimes a 0.5 loss, right, is better than a 0.5 or 5 pound gain. And so the scale had to become my friend. And so what I had to do sometimes, and I'm being honest with you, sometimes I had to leave my friend alone. I had to stop getting on my friend every day. I had to stop getting on my friend sometimes every week. And when I knew that I was going through hormonal changes, I had to leave her alone. Yeah, I had to put her to the side and said, I'm not touching you for 2 weeks. Didn't mean that I wasn't on my journey. It just meant that her and I were not talking. Now, we hadn't had a falling out or anything. We were going to come back together and we were going to be friends again. We're still friends. But being a woman who weighed herself every day, doing this weight loss journey process, was not making me love her. And so now I love her because I realized that she's giving me accurate numbers and she's not telling a lie. Let's be real. She's a friend that has never lied to me. Let's be real. I have several, but she's one of them. And so I had to start looking at weighing myself in the scale differently and stop viewing it as an enemy and stop overweighing myself every day throughout the day. That's not helping me. That's not helping set my motivation and my mindset. So stop if you're doing that. If that helps you, just stop. Now, okay, I got to get ready for this one. The last joy killer that I'm going to talk about are the people that you surround yourself with. Now, I know that I am not the only woman that has experienced this. And you, whether you're male or female, you may experience this as well. There are people that are just simply not going to be happy for you when your changes start to take effect, right? They're friends with you now. When you first start the journey or before you start the journey, they're perfectly okay with you being dissatisfied with yourself if that's where you are. And when I say dissatisfied, you just want to lose weight. You just want to get healthy. You just want to be the best you can be. And they're happy with you being in that place and not being motivated to start. You know, and so these are the people that I'm talking about. The friends that say, girl, you losing some weight. Maybe you're just starting your journey. And then they go, oh, what are you doing? And you tell them, right? You give them, I'm doing A, B, C, D, and you are pumped up. You are motivated. You're so excited about the small wins that you're getting and the progresses that you're seeing. And then they go, I can't do that. Girl, I wouldn't be killing myself to do that. Girl, I can't do, oh no, you can't. Girl, count me out. As if you even invited them to your journey anyway. I'm just saying. Or when you accomplish milestones, major milestones, you're dropping dress sizes. They just stop speaking. Let's be real. They just, you get the look, the side eye, that kind of stuff. You know what? I had to remember that there is not a thing that one human does that another human can't accomplish. So look out for people who are joy killers, who really don't want you to be successful on this journey. Now, what you decide to do, whether you want to sit down and have an open conversation with them, call them out on the spot. Why are you looking at me like that? You know, give them a little something. My sister would do that. I'm just going to give a shout out to her. You know, she's been teaching me a lot. You know, she calls people out right then and there. And you know who you are because I know you're going to watch this video. So I'm calling you out right now. Now, whether you choose to keep them in your inner circle or put some distance between yourselves, that's your call. But there are certain people along this journey that simply aren't going to be happy for you. And so applying that and thinking about that will help you to stay motivated because you can see it coming when it starts to happen to you. And keep in mind, joy killers are not just with the weight loss journey. That's across the board. You get a promotion at work, they upset. You know, you get a new home or a new car, or you get something that's good, you go on vacation, and they pretend that they're, oh, I'm happy for you. Girl, stop lying. Just really come to grips with who or what is killing your motivation and don't let it continue to happen. So those are my things that I wanted to talk about today. I hope that helps someone continue on their weight loss journey. And you guys have a great day. Remember, like, share, and subscribe. I'll be back.